Before I begin this video and tell you about confidence and the ways to build your confidence, I would love to narrate an anecdote from my life. When I was in college, I used to go for a walk in a garden. So that garden was near to my home. It was, I can say, just few steps away. So I used to go, and for me that was really peaceful. So I noticed one day a strange man was standing at the edge of the garden, inside the garden at the edge. So whenever I crossed that path, he used to look at me. So it was a bit awkward. So when I saw him for the first time, I ignored. I thought maybe he was just generally, looking at the strangers. So I just ignored him. The same thing happened the following day. Third day, I was getting scared of him now because the way he used to look at me, it was scary, and of course it would be scary for any woman. So one day he changed his location. Now instead of standing at the edge of the garden, he stood in the middle of the garden and looked at me until and unless I went too far from him. It continued for 3-4 days. Then after that I really got scared and stopped going to garden. So when I sat at home and asked myself that, what have I done? Why have I stopped going to garden? Because of that man? I don't even know him and it's not my fault. So, with a lot of courage, I got up and I got ready for my walk and then went again at around 7 p.m. Now guess what? He was again standing there. Now at that time he was standing in the middle of the garden. He wrapped a shawl around his shoulder. His face was a bit covered. Now instead of walking away from him, I just stood there wherever he was standing. He was just few steps away from me. I could not see his face, but I could see his eyes. This time I looked at him directly in his eyes. And you know what happened? After few seconds, he turned around and walked out of garden. And after that, he never dared to look at me. In fact, I never saw him in that garden. So why am I telling you this story? Because when I talk about confidence, my dear friends, the very first point is whenever you want to feel confident, you want to feel that you are something, then face your fears. This is something I did when I was in college, and I still do in my life. Whenever I face the kind of situations that I'm not ready for, I face my fears. I tell myself that no, it's okay. Take a challenge as an opportunity, because out of this you grow. So like if I talk about my YouTube channel, never ever in my imagination I thought of becoming a content creator, but here I am today sitting in front of you. So when I talk about confidence, face your fears. What is your fear? Maybe you're scared of cooking. You think you can never be good at cooking. You're pathetic. So just get up, go into your kitchen and cook something. Or let's take another example. Maybe you have never done any kind of workout in your life because you're too lazy and you think workout is not your thing. So now today, get up and start walking, or maybe do some squats, some jumping jacks, whatever you like, whatever you think you can do. When you come out of your comfort zone and do something unusual, or face your fears, or try to overcome that challenge, then trust me, you feel confident from inside, because that is a small achievement for you. Like for me, my small achievement was facing that man and do not feel scared from inside. And I tell you, when I told that story, while facing him, there was no fear inside me, because that was my challenge. That was the biggest obstacle. I faced it. Whenever you face any fear, you overcome any problem, or you do or accomplish any challenge, you feel like a winner. And that confidence comes from small achievements. So do something like that in your daily life. Tell me in the comment section that you did something unusual and how do you feel about it. Hey, if you're liking this video, do boop the like button, subscribe to my channel and share this video with those who are in need of such learning. Before I tell you my next point, I want to tell you that long time ago, I think 12 or 13 years ago, I read one book. Sadly, I don't remember the name of the book. From that book, I understood one thing that I'm going to share right now with you. That if you really want to feel good and confident, visualize yourself. Now, when I say visualize, just imagine, just look at yourself and imagine where do you want to see yourself after few years. How do you want to see yourself? Maybe you want to buy your own car, your own house. Now visualize that you have your own house, your own car, or maybe you want recognition, you want fame. Now imagine that kind of scene in your mind, visualize it. When you visualize, you feel that is happening for real, you feel good about it, and you feel that yes, I can do it, one day I'm going to achieve that. Having said all of that, I'm not saying that just by visualizing you're going to get your own car and your own house, okay? Of course, you have to take an action plan. You have to do something for that. So that we can talk later. But yes, visualizing does help. So do that right now after watching this video. My third point, get up and dress up. When I say get up and dress up, I'm not saying that wear some nice dress, some fancy clothes, branded clothes. No. So try doing that today itself and wait, do click a selfie and post it somewhere, or maybe change your WhatsApp DP today. Last but not the least, but very important, do some kind of exercise. When I say do some kind of exercise, now it is scientifically proved also. When you do any kind of exercise, let's say walk or yoga or gymming, or maybe any like swimming, like that, whenever you do something, you release some kind of hormones. So in layman language, we say feel good hormones. Feel good hormones. Just wear something hatke. When I say something hatke, it means don't wear your regular clothes, okay? Wear something different. Wear the colors that you never worn, or maybe you haven't worn since long time. Now wear that. And dear women, maybe you're a stay-at-home person and you don't comb your hair properly, you don't apply any kind of makeup. So why don't you try doing that today? Maybe you can apply some nice lip shade and some kohl into your eyes. You do that and you're good to go. When you do something different to yourself, okay, maybe to your face, hair, you do some kind of experiments, that way you feel good. You feel cheerful and you feel better that, okay, I too look very beautiful, or I too look handsome. So do any kind of workout at home or maybe outside, anywhere, and you feel good about it. And when you look better in shape, you feel confident from within. So try doing that, start doing it, and do tell me how do you feel about it. Well, that is it for today's video. If you like my video, do boop the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share it with those people who need to listen to this and who need to watch it. So I'll see you in my next video. Ta-da!